propelled you to go back? So you went to school in the United States, did computer science. Did you did you work or did you pack your bags and go right after school?
Well, I spent 17 years in the States, so I mean, I did business. I started my first business in, so I went there in 96. My first business in 98. I was a sales rep. I done a lot of business. I mean, I failed the first 10 years of there being in business. And yes, I worked. I worked at Staples, Kinko's. I had small jobs left and right, but business was always in my blood. I just never understood the concept of working for somebody. I just didn't. In my brain, it just didn't make any sense, you know.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that I was successful from the beginning. It's just that I had to learn. I didn't know how different, you know, and that's why I really blame the educational system back then. Now it's changing, but the university train you to get a job, to be an employee. To be an employer, you have to have a different mindset. You have to reprogram yourself. But what pushed me to come back? I got tired of the States, man. There was nothing. I accomplished. My last business was successful. I didn't like the lifestyle. I didn't like the fact that all you do is work, 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 work. There's no quality time. I didn't like the fact that I couldn't hang with my friends, and I was away from my family. You know, I kind of started missing my parents. Um, and and lastly, I felt like I could do much, much more in Africa than and in the States. Better, good, and do something. And that's what ARED idea was about, combining, trying to solve one of the biggest problems that I felt at that time that needed to be solved. And you know, doing that in the States, what are you trying to solve? And the problem out there a little bit different than Africa. So it was time for me to come home. Um, I left Africa dreaming about America, and then I left America dreaming about Africa. You know, it's just that simple.